Hello again. Now that you've seen how the different features in Active Agent can help you take on more and more customers, in this video I'm going to walk you through how to create a deal, book the appointment and send the proposal. So feel free to have your application open and create yourself as a new deal as we go through. So this way you can see the customer's journey as well as your own.
So creating a deal. So as you can see from your desktop screen, you can create a deal from in the top right hand corner, or you can go to the deals tab on the left hand side. This will then open up your pipeline, and as you can see along there, we've got add a deal in everywhere, and this is where you're going to add a deal in from. Also in the top right hand corner, so we click add a deal. Now the deal title is always the property address. And just assure that this is spelt correctly, because this is going to interact with the customer with their address when we make the appointment. The deal value, that will be done at the appointment. That tends to be the commission. The next stage is your pipeline. Now as you can see, we're already in the landlord's pipeline, as we can see here in the top left hand corner, and that's the pipeline that we're in. With this, you can change this to any pipeline, but always put the pipeline that you're in. But if it was a vendor that would just called up, then we can click to that. Now the stage is the most important part. The stage is always as a lead in. So if an inquiry comes in, it's always as a lead in. And this is whether it's for landlords or for vendors or for We Switch You, as you can see here. So if anyone comes in, when they're coming in on the phone, it is always lead in. Even if this person is making an appointment, as we could see here, we don't put it in this appointment at the moment because we don't know the appointment date and time. So as I said before, it's always as a lead in. Next is the deal owner. The deal owner is always the person who's logged in when you're creating the deal. So this can stay as you, as it will change when the person makes the appointment, or you can put it to whoever you're going to make the appointment to when you're going to do that. Your forecast close date is the date, just in case someone says that they need to move in a couple of months, then that can be filled in, or it can just be left blank. Your deal description can be left blank at this stage as well if you want, but in case you've got that person who wants to tell you about their property, we can put it in here as well. And it's just a free typing exercise where you can just type in a description about the property. As I said, this can be changed at any time anyway, so we can just enter that in now. And then the next one is the contact. This is the customer, and you can start this off by typing in their name. The system will never let you create a customer twice. Even if it was from years ago, it will already say that person's here. So we'll ask you if that is the right person, you want to recontact that person. But in this case, we're obviously creating a new customer. And as we've written the name down, then we'll just ask, we're asked us to create the customer's name. Once we've created that, it will ask for their email address, which you can populate in there, and their phone number. And this area here is the mobile phone number. If you don't put the mobile phone number in, it will not send the automatic SMS texts. And the account, if you've just got the one office, you can leave that free. If you're working on more, then that will populate in there. Then we just click add a deal. And then within there, you'll see there that the deal was populated here in the landlord lead in area. And then you can click back into the deal to add in any further information or to book the appointment. So we click into that now. This will show you what the deal screen looks like. So we have two screens. We have a deal screen and we have a customer screen. So this is the deal screen. We can tell that because we've got the dollar sign. The first one is the address that we put in, and you can change that, amend that anywhere. The deal owner, again, we can amend that. And the same with next to it with the close date, we can amend that anytime. The next bit is the pipeline that the customer's in, which we put them in. So in the landlord pipeline, this is really handy if you had a landlord and then they suddenly decided that they wanted to sell their property, then you can just switch that to the vendor's pipeline. Really easy, you can click on that and then choose the stage which you want to enter that into, because you may have already done the appointment in there. The status, we have three statuses, open, won and lost. Obviously the status is open because then it's visible within the pipeline. And the rest of it about this deal in here, apart from the deal description, is going to be left for when you do the appointment. Down the bottom is any notes, so you can add any notes about the property. This is really handy just to keep this up to date at all times so anyone can see, and it always time and date stamp and whoever wrote the note. The next tab is your emails, so it will always show your emails that are in the system, all emails that you've sent out and the customers sent back as well, not just you, anybody, and that keeps a full record in there. Up here in the top right hand corner is your tasks, and this is where you add a task, and in our features section it will show you how to add a task. This is our contact section where you can amend in case you've spelt them wrong, and also if you want to send out an email you just click the email address. Again, in our features video this shows you how to send your emails and deal with your saved responses. And then the last part of the system here, of this screen here, is the recent activity, and within the system we'll show every single thing that's happened with this property. So we can see the welcome emails already gone out, and then if there's a lot of information there we can drill it down to the different sorts of notes, email, campaign mails there, so you can always see all the activity that's happened between this customer. Now the other screen, as I said, is the customer screen, and you get to that by just clicking the customer's name, and that will open up the new screen. Pretty much this screen's the same as the other one, apart from this is just about the customer. So if you did add notes, you'd only add notes about the customer, not the property. And also if the customer had more than one deal, this is where it would populate. So you can either add a deal in there, or it would populate in there if you'd have added a deal from the other screen. It will just keep them all together, so the customer just gets the same nurture journey. To populate back into this screen, you obviously click the property address. That will take you back to the deal screen. So now we're going to show you how to make the appointment. So to make the appointment, all you need to do is go to the appointment date. Obviously click in the date and the date that you're going to do the appointment on. And once that's selected, you just click the appointment time. You can free type the time, so you can either do 1 PM or 1300 hours. So in this case we'll just keep it as 1 PM and click the save button. Now once that's done, all you now need to do is change the stage from the landlord lead in to appointment made. If you have other listers, they will be listed in there, and you obviously choose the lister who's going to go to the appointment, and that will send the email out from them. In this case we just obviously choose an appointment made. Once that's clicked, you'll see there the stage has been updated, and that means that the customer now has automatically got a text message to confirm the appointment and also an email. And if we look in our recent activities, we can see this here. So we see the email's gone out to confirm the appointment and the date and time with a copy of your brochure, and there you go, the date and time. And here you can see the appointment's been moved now from landlord lead in. You could drag it, but we did it the other way, to appointment made. So the last thing we're going to show you now is how to send the proposal, and we can do this via the app and the desktop. So first of all we'll show you via your app, and you can do it instantly from outside the property. So down the bottom you want to change the tasks to deals, and then that will take you to the next screen. We can then see the pipeline that we're entered into, and this is obviously the landlord pipeline, but we can change it as thus. Then we want to see the property that we're going to, and your next appointment will be there. And the way we do that is just scroll along the stages at the top to appointment made, and then we can then see the next property that we're going to go to. So we click on that property, and within the property here we can see all the details and all the activity before you go into the property, so just refresh yourself. But here we're going to show you how to send the proposal. So outside the property, once it's been done, you click the edit top right hand corner, and then you go to the next menu. Here you can scroll down and add in the valuation information. So first of all, what we want to do is find the extra proposal information, and if you want to add in a bit of a personal touch, you can fill in the details here. So for this one, we're just going to say, hope all the move goes all well to Australia, and obviously you can talk to the system or you can type it as it's on your phone. We'll then scroll down to then the valuation bits that you need to enter in. So if it's sales valuation, you're entering it in there. Here we're going to do a market rental valuation, so we'll enter it into those fields. You can fill in all the fields and send a different proposal at the same time if you want to. So for this one, we'll just pop in the market rental valuation, the commission, the tenant fine price, the rent collection, and the landlord setup fee. Obviously, if you offer more services, you'll see these services in here. Next important bit now is to send the proposal. So we click on that, and here you can see the proposals that you're going to send. So for this instance, we can send a traditional and an estate agency one, or you can just send a thank you one for if you need to find the prices when you get back to the office. So for now, we're going to send the traditional one. We click apply in the top right hand corner, and then we click save again in the top right hand corner. Once that's been saved, we can now see that the appointment made has now been automatically moved to proposal sent, so we know it's sent, and also a task has been created to chase the proposal for tomorrow. So we say check that so you know definitely it's been sent. We can now move across here in our stages and see that this stage has now moved, and then if we go back to appointment made, your next appointment will appear in here as well. So that's showing it's all moved on the app. Let's have a quick look at the desktop now, and this will happen instantly. You can now see that the deal's now moved here to proposal sent, and we have the green task. So if we click on that, it's showing obviously that the task needs to be done for tomorrow, and this is the chase proposal task, which has automatically gone in there. Now we can see in the recent activities, if we click on there, we can tick traditional proposal, and we can see that that proposal's been sent. And here it is, so we can just show you that that's already been done. Now, as we mentioned before, you can also send the proposal back at the office. So for this, you'd obviously tick the thank you email to go out to the landlord, and now we can see on the desktop that the deal's moved into property valued, not proposal sent, with a task. So if we just click in here and have a look, we can now see the task is now to send the proposal, and that's set for now. So this is how we do it. So what we need to do first of all is we need to obviously fill in the fields. These will probably be blank, but we've already filled these in. Now the most important thing is we change the thank you to none, because we need to reset the system. Once we've saved that, we go back into it and then choose the proposal to send. So in this case, we're going to choose traditional and then click save. Automatically, as soon as you click save, the proposal will send, and it's moved the deal into proposal sent, with the task to chase the proposal.
Congratulations! You've just completed your active agent training. But that's not all. We want to ensure you have everything you need for success. For that reason, we've created valuable resources to help you every step of the way, and you can find these below. Now, good luck, and we'd love to hear your success stories.